Hey everybody, clearing. All right, that's all I have within arm's reach right now, and we're gonna just dive in. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for the twin collective that joins me here? Where are the counterparts? Let's take a look at the connection and see how each are showing up. I'm going to go one step deeper and see how each are being perceived by their counterpart at this time. Divine Feminines on the left. Connection space. Oh, I like it. Divine Masculines on the right. And what's coming up into the future. Okay, the first card that I'm seeing is Hanged Man in the reverse, meaning epiphanies are afoot, I just heard. So moving meditation, I also just heard. So divine masculines, divine feminines, are you in nature? Are you traveling? Are you doing things that are shaking it up a little and getting you outside of your usual realm of perception? This has assisted or will be assisting many in seeing things in new ways, tapping into intuition and looking at things in a higher light. This is the Seven of Cups, which is the ascension, unconditional love on each of the chakra levels, the spiral helix of the DNA being upgraded. So this is aha moments that things are not like they used to be. Everybody's noticing that they have a different way of perceiving what's going on in the connections. I'm going to pull some clarifiers and see how are the divine masculines going to be looking at these connections in the near future through the eyes of increased love. Well, they're wanting to end the anxiety that they've had here, and so they have to look at things in a different way. I'm getting that so much lately, the Wayne Dyer quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This is the card of anxiety in the reverse. So divine masculines are having epiphanies that if they find that magical angle that is truly love-filled, it's like the cure-all for anxiety, because it's this surrendered knowing. The truth sets you free. And we've got all these cups of love, unconditional love here. So the truth of unconditional love is going to be releasing the masculines from anxiety. I'm going to get a little bit more. How is this going to happen? What is this mechanism? They're going to see through some lies. So it's going to be an inside job. It's definitely going to be in meditation, internally, things that they have told themselves that have been misguided. That is going to change. They're going to see the error of their ways, faulty logic, on a new level. They're going to see the compassionate truth of this love. What can we see for the feminines regarding this upgrade, these aha moments going forward? Well, this card's interesting because it's the card of separation. She is locked outside, but the key is there. So she has the key. So feminines, you're also going to have epiphanies in the name of unconditional love and see things that bring you in from out in the cold, that allow you to pick up that key and turn the lock. So that can mean for some you're going to reach out to your masculine and you've been holding up thinking that it was inappropriate for you to do so, but unconditional love suggests that some of you will be reaching out to your masculine. There is a change going on here. For you feminines, some are not going to be waiting for their masculine anymore. Some are going to say, this is my cup, I'm going to drink from it. And if my masculine wants to drink, or the person that I think is my masculine wants to drink from that cup with me, they can come get a hold of me. But yeah, that's really interesting. So feminines, you have the ability to bring yourself in from out of the cold right now, and many have been waiting to be rescued, I just heard. Okay, in the connection space, we have the High Priestess and Purpose, Life Path. So right now it's mercy, humility, compassion, The way that that plays out between the twins is this beautiful unconditional love, this next level of way of looking at the connection that doesn't pit twins against each other or at odds. This is a spaciousness that says there's a non-action right now because there's something initiating. There is some next level passionate building that's coming in. For the feminines, we have the Lovers. So this is grounding the higher love. There's a lot of very releasing, letting go kind of energy. We've got the High Priestess, the Lovers, bringing themselves in, feminines from out of the cold. So there's just this gentleness I'm feeling on the divine feminines, that's surrendered, peaceful, meditative, non-reactionary, patient kind of energy. And the masculines, there's a little bit more emotional volatility and blockage here. So divine masculines have also been thinking of things in not through the correct lens, which was causing anxiety, and they don't want to do that. So this emotionality is kind of anxiety is what I'm getting. And there does seem to need to be some kind of a solution here. The masculines are puzzling over what to do right now. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers and see what is this mechanism. Why are the feminines in this kind of peaceful thing? Manifestation in alignment with the cosmos, I just heard. So the feminines are magnetizing the primordial Om, resonating in that creationary energy. Feminines are just generating well-being right now, I just heard, in alignment with the infinite. What about the emotionality and the blockage for the masculines at this time? Okay, we do have the devil energies and when pigs fly. It's like a near miss kind of energy. They feel like you're walking away or that they've pushed it to the brink, that you might be off over the horizon right now, but they're looking at this pig flying and thinking maybe in another life, but this devil is guarding this. So it's all BS, masculines. There is not a loss here. You can have your connection. The devil is illusion, and there is a lot of illusion here that's been running the show for you in the past. You will be having an epiphany coming up regarding these connections. So yeah, more of an equal, balanced give and take, where you're not using your feminine, where you don't feel like you aren't giving enough. That's coming in. And we have the Tower regarding third parties, one night stands, passion, and progress with those things. You are starting to see that you can just streamline. You don't have to have so many energies involved. There does seem to be a desire for the masculines to not have extra complications in these connections, but that they haven't felt like maybe it was accessible in this lifetime even, or for some reason they've told themselves that it wasn't available. It's almost like whatever that thing is just tugging on them to say, stop worshiping me. I'm just this devil energy. You don't need to base your whole lifestyle, life plan on these devil energies. You can have what your heart is telling you you can have here. The pull to your feminine is not the temptation. The temptation to play safe is what we're talking about here, divine masculine. So your feminine is not a temptation. The temptation to play safe is what you need to battle right now. That's really beautiful. Okay, so life purpose coming in alignment with higher path. What are the masculines seeing in that regard? This is an integration phase where the love offers are being initiated. This is an unlimited potential generation or generator machine. So the masculines know that you're resting right now. There's some sort of a pause. It feels like you're taking a time out, Divine Feminine, and the masculines seem to be waiting for when you're able to receive them on this new level, because this emotionality, I'm getting for many, they're just wondering which way it will go with some decision you may have, or some other energies on your side, Divine Feminine. I just heard, is my feminine going to end it with that person? So that's a really interesting message. I do see third parties here for the feminines being in the so they're wild oats, kind of. I don't know if feminines can do that, but there's a woman on this Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Wands card. So this is talking about the masculines wondering if you're going to come back with a progress report, that you're still open to them, that you're going to be coming back around after you take a little break. It's like they're just sitting and waiting for you to have a nap or have a rest. And so that thing about what you want is wanting you is coming back in here, because the masculines are sort of thinking maybe you've walked away, or maybe you think they're cute, but you want a more serious option, or you have given up. When pigs fly energy there. So yeah, it feels like they're more insecure about you not wanting them, Divine Feminine, than your fear that they are rejecting you in some way. They're pretty emotional about it. They're in their feels today about which way it's going to go and what's going to happen. Okay, send them love, I just heard. So Divine Masculines, your Divine Feminines are so in love with you. Okay. Let's do daily Divine Masculine check-in. So where are the masculines at regarding these connections on the conscious mind? Consciously regarding their feminine, what are they feeling on the heart space? And for you, Divine Feminine, on your heart space, what are the masculines wishing to manifest in their own right and with these connections? What actions are they taking? What actions are they taking towards these connections? What is the biggest challenge, spirit-guided solution, and direction in the near future? Conscious mind for the connections. Teamwork in the physical. They want to meet up, I just heard. So they actually want to be physically near you and see if you're on the same page, if you can find some common ground. And radon atom. Autonomy, self-fulfillment, non-reaction. So this is like a blown up section of each of these, and this is the radon atom. So that's a noble gas. It's inert, it's stable. So each one has stabilized, not one is above or lower than the other, and there's some common ground. So the masculines are seeing that there's a level playing field here. What else can we know about that? This other card wanted to come. So it's really beautiful because they're looking at your connection, Divine Feminine, as though you've worked on yourself so much and you're giving up this abandonment trigger wound. They're seeing you're holding your own, that you're not reacting to their need for space or their developmental stage or their abandonment wounds. You're staying constant in their life. I just heard, but not like a mother figure, way hotter and sexier than that. So that's a really interesting message. What can we see for how the masculines are thinking consciously of their feminine? Death energy. So some necessary endings, transformation they're seeing. Mastery, accountability, and acceptance. Wow, they've really seen you come into your own is what I'm getting here, that they've seen you end everything that does not become you. Divine Feminine, your Divine Masculine has seen you step through into excellence. The Hanged One in the upright. Those are the epiphanies again. So this can mean, because we got that in the future position earlier, that masculines are in a period of revelation where they continue to see extraordinary things about you, Divine Feminine, things you've put an end to, things that you've released. You're seeing things in a more impeccable way, and they see you accepting your personal accountability. So it's changed behavior is much more beautiful than words. Words can be hollow. So the masculines are seeing you accepting your divinity. I just heard them say in the past, they thought, what kind of divine feminine is this? And now they see you stepping into the example that they thought that you could be. What is the heart space? Lovers. So they are also feeling the lovers. They are grounding the love. They're seeing that that is available here. Etheric reflector, exactly. It's mirrored. We got this for the feminines in the first part of the reading. Spiritualization of matter and reflected light. So they see themselves in you, divine feminines. They feel that. They feel the affinity. And they want that for life. I just heard. They see you're the sweetest of the sweet, the funniest of the funny, the sexiest of the sexy. And their perfect match. I'm really getting that loyalty. Look at this knowing smile of this masculine, knowing that they are staring at this prosperous new beginning, this committed, loyal, grounded with all the red love that they want to have here. It's only a matter of time, I just heard. What are they feeling on their heart space for you? There's the Queen of Cups again. So they know, that you see, that you understand, you get it. They have seen that you see them. They have gotten to that level of perception, and you have shown them now that you're somebody that can at least meet them on that level. And they're looking forward to having more interaction that way. Either that's retroactive, they've seen it in hindsight, or it's something that's happened recently, or it's an epiphany they're having that they can cultivate success that way instead of tricking or being subconsciously controlling of the connection in some way. So on the heart space, Sirian Stargate, transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. That's the serenity prayer. So they now know that you can see what's theirs, what's yours, and give them space when it's theirs, take space when it's yours, but you have learned how to discern the accountability of whose bucket it's in. And they love this about you because they don't see you being karmic where you're throwing and hurling monkey poop, accusations, judgment, confusion. They don't see you have any of that in you. And if you do, you ask in a beautiful way, is what I just heard. Literally, they believe that you are wise enough to understand without even having to talk about it anymore. And patient enough to wait until those deal breakers or extra energies aren't a factor. They know you're good on your own because you can take it or leave it. When you or they are in some sort of a difficult energy, they've seen you respond with maturity. There's the Queen of Cups again. They feel they've met their match. They see that you're as sensitive to understanding ebb and flow dynamics as they are. They are agreeing on the heart space that neither of you have everything figured out, but that at very least you are two individuals who care to take accountability for your own portion of the energy and desire to encourage the other in appropriate ways. What are the masculines wishing for in their reality? There's the Ace of Wands. They want the ignition of their higher timelines coming in. Quickening, exponential expansion, golden potentiator. There's something that the masculines are about to touch, the Midas touch. Everything they're going to touch will turn to gold. So I'm getting that the masculines have a clever plan. They've decided to do something that's going to initiate a new cycle here, that's going to bring in more intimacy, more passion, more inspiration, more abundance. On a soul level, it's a feel-good energy that they feel is going to gather steam. So it's across the board. It's based on self-love. It's them initiating through their soul energy, through the alignment, through kindness. It's on a need-to-know basis, I just heard, so very few know what the masculines are planning right now. You may hear whispers on the wind, or some may communicate certain breakthroughs and next level things they are rolling out, but this may be just sort of a surprise kind of energy. Not necessarily that they're doing it for you, but that they are gathering this level of potency based on kindness and soul and awareness that way. What are they manifesting towards these connections? They're putting the brakes a little bit, or building the sensual desire. They're conscious that they are getting downloads right now about the sexual connection that you share, about protecting that, about not initiating it prematurely or when it's not warranted. They're really looking at the energetics of your chemistry. Simultaneity, nonlinear processing, and epiphanies. More epiphanies right all over this reading, and they are having these epiphanies about the sexual connection and how to handle that. I heard a song today that was talking about something. Oh, I totally lost it. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, the feminines are also getting this grounded epiphany about it moving forward only when it's equally matched, not prior, not when it's premature. What are the actions the masculines are taking? Okay, friendship. So I'm getting that they might be talking to mutual friends. They might be in community again, moving and shaking. This is in the same social circles. There seems to be a bit of, I'm getting that family vibe where you have a big family dinner, that kind of thing, but in the friend group. It's like there's this sense of community coming in where they've never really had a partner like you that fits into their community so well. And it's ironic because they thought that you wouldn't at some points on the journey or initially. And now they see that you are such a complement to their core friend group, is what I'm just getting, that they're thinking of you quite a bit when they're with friends, when they are talking to friends. You're coming up in conversation, I'm getting from that. Portals, possibilities, and options. Yeah, there might even just be things that friends have said to them about what they can see as potential with these connections. I'm getting that for some. About the new beginning. So it's like the masculines are getting support from friends right now about going for their dreams and goals and being unconventional and accessing these connections. It's like their reality is starting to reflect the permission back to them that they've started to give themselves. Wow, isn't that a good one? And that, masculines, is what happens when you do own it on your heart. You do start to see that being reflected back to you. What was that card? We got Etheric Reflector, spiritualization of matter and reflected light. So it's not just happening within seeing harmony between you and your feminine, but also it's starting to be promoted in your social circles. That's absolutely stunning. What can we see for masculine's actions straight towards these connections? Ooh, Devil, this is the hubba hubba. Orion Stargate, power, authority, influence, ambition. This is like all earthly power in the physical. This is very hot, sensual, sexual energy that the masculines, they want to take charge. They want to be masculine. They want to be that masculine polarity. They have a newfound authority to be your masculine, to be the boss in the bedroom. Yeah, beautiful. Feminines, you are being, forgive me, but I just heard put in your place as a feminine, because your masculine is embodying their masculinity in a way you've never seen them do before. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the gap is closing fast. The star is usually out in the distance. In the reverse, it's like tap, tap, tap on the shoulder. It might be right behind you. Wow. Okay, what are the biggest challenges right now? Taking it slow, kindness, true self, passion, motivation, and purpose. So still focusing on self, because there's so much chemistry building here. It's like the challenge is maintaining the cool long enough to keep this patient building block by building block progressive energy going. Yeah, because it's not time to kick off quite yet. We've got the Two of Cups here. It's in the reverse. There's still more foundation to lay, still more alignment in our own right to come into. So that can be ending karmic things. It can still be healing for some. It can be discerning what this passionate new direction with career and life path and purpose could be. But that's the challenge, is when we see these energetic potentials, not getting ahead of ourselves so that we get a speed wobble, but just staying grounded, practical, true, keeping our eyes on the prize, but not rushing, enjoying it, reaping the blessing of the becoming. What is the solution? Keeping the emotions under wraps and continuing to replenishment, renewal, and restoration, auric cleansing. So there is still a renewal energy, a cleansing energy coming in. So there's a little bit of space, a little bit of distance right now to purify. There are secrets. There are old lives being laid to rest, being thrown to the bottom of the lake is what I get here. So I'm not getting that secrets are coming up. I'm getting that certain things are even being forgotten, long forgotten. There are going to be certain aspects of lives, past lives, previous life in this incarnation, events, circumstances, ways of showing up, that's being sunk right now. It's being left, like there's so much water. Usually the King of Cups is just flooded with water, and then this Moon card flooded with water. So emotions could be overwhelming some. I'm not gonna lie, there's a masculine and a feminine in those cards, but there is this depth of emotion that's being supported by the histories of the individuals here. What can we see for the direction of the connection in the near future? Abundance. There's the Queen of Cups in this deck again. Psychic intuitive, psychic vision, hidden meanings, dream readings, and the Empress. So there's going to be some dreams, some downloads, some really beautiful transmissions coming in for the collective about how to access increased abundance. Wow, legacy. We get the Ten of Pentacles, which is legacy, long-term, generational wealth, generational happiness in the physical, grounding it. It's practical. It's coming in. So we are starting to see the first instructions that are going to give way to actually grounding generational healing, wealth, abundance. That's beautiful. Let's get a card. Let's get an intimacy card for each counterpart. What can we see for the divine feminines? Where are the divine feminines at regarding the intimacy? Ace of Shells. What do you mean that looked like something? Okay, Ace of Shells, the start of something wonderful. Exactly. A taste of whatever is your holy grail. Fidelity, creative outpouring. So, divine feminines, a taste of something wonderful. Whatever you've wanted as the holy grail. What did I just say? We're starting to see that coming in. We're starting to see those innovative visions coming in for legacy, for this holy grail that you've been manifesting. It's starting to come in. Make sure, though, that what you feel is founded on what is true. You must discern truth here. It can't be wild imaginings or fantasy. That's going to harm you. That's not going to be good. So it's not, delusional. It's based on what's true. So if you don't know what's true, keep asking for eyes to see, ears to hear. And that is how you know. That is how you get off of tarot readings and individuate from that and go for your truth and for your knowing. So yeah, I'm hearing some of you say, I'm not going to get off of those. They're fun. Well, fair. But yeah, so this is a taste of the Holy Grail coming in. What can we see for the masculines? Queen of Roses. They've got their sights on you, Divine Feminine. Let's read it. This is the wifey card. The Queen of Roses is the classic Earth Mother at home and a confident businesswoman beyond. She has almost no embarrassment about sexual matters. This can be a little confronting in the public sphere, but it has great benefits in the bedroom. She is driven by a desire to mother and take care of people. This can be overbearing at times. She has excellent taste and always prefers authentic to artificial. So Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, your Divine Feminine is ready to take care of you in all the ways that it actually counts. And your Divine Feminine is this businesswoman beyond. So, or take gender how it resonates. This feminine business, confident business personality that can take care of themselves and take care of you. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.